Hello, and welcome to Common Myths About Aging. Today, let's discuss my genes determine my health, so there's not much I can do. You hear that a lot. It's always a big question as to what or how much of a determining character genetics is in terms of longevity and overall health. We can all cite examples of family members who've suffered in older age and other examples of the hard drinking smoker who lasted longer. Yes, there are outliers in both directions, but it's important to look at what science tells us right now. As we know, science is ever changing as new evidence is found or as our levels of achievement are raised by research and new technologies. According to UCA Berkeley, gene expression is more important in the young than in seniors. Findings indicate that in early life, genetic on-off switches, so to speak, fire more due mostly to reproductive drives, whereas once that pressure is off, other markers can express more often. And here's where many of the old age diseases come into play. Other studies have shown the need to take into account the cumulative effects of genetic and hormonal shifts, which are often caused by environment. The constant insertion of cortisol into the body, while genetics will determine height, body shape, and general health, constant stress, cortisol buildup can create, amongst other things, anxiety or depression, weight gain, increased blood pressure. These in turn can lead to other forms of disease, cardiovascular, pre and full-blown diabetes type 2. Uh, these are the categories that are known as the diseases of aging, which includes those two and a number of others, Alzheimer's among them. As we know, almost all known conditions have a genetic basis. A small percentage of cancers, early onset conditions such as Alzheimer's, osteoporosis, are passed down through families. As well, rare genetic disorders such as cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, sickle cell anemia, or albinism, but these are generally thought to be solely in charge of who gets the disease. Stronger family lines show up, and we're all used to the questions about our family health history. The good news, of course, is the amount of control we have as individuals as to whether the genes take over. There's a strong line of cancer, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease in my family. Okay, so I know that there are predisposition factors there, but what I do about them is what will push me closer to or further from getting the disease. There's a huge amount of research being done and remarkable treatment possibilities being found. Being able to pinpoint the problem and alter my lifestyle to help counteract can change either diagnosis or outcome or both. It makes me think of the Chris Hemsworth series Limitless. It's really well done and very informative. I highly recommend it. It's on a bunch of streaming services. But it's no spoiler to discuss the fact that he was discovered to have two copies of the gene APOE4, I hope I'm saying it correctly, which is linked to an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. That particular episode showed the lifestyle changes would best hold off the expression of the disease. It's especially important to say that the work being done on Alzheimer's, antibody therapy, inhibitors to allow for improved mental memory and learning, brain function, cognitive stimulation, physical exercise, hot and cold therapy, social engagement, occupational therapy. There's new hope as well working with AI, earlier detection and diagnosis, assistive technologies, including reminders for medication, appointment schedules, and cognitive exercise to improve memory and cognition. Not to forget accelerating discovery and development of new treatments. I mention this because it is about being proactive across the board. Knowing what is genetically wired in my family tree lets me make the choices, food, exercise, and self-health care across the board that may hold off disease long enough for the better treatments or even cures to be discovered. I think we're all worth the effort it takes to live our lives with wellness in mind. And on top of that, I can guarantee you that the way that feels, with a more active life, fueled with healthier, better tasting food, treating your body like the amazing gift it is, and knowing that you are possibly holding other diseases at bay by doing so, will be worth every second of the work that it takes. Have a great day, guys. Get out there and enjoy the world. Thanks again for joining me with Common Myths About Aging. I'd also like to remind you that Finding Your Fountain of Life is now available through Threesen Press and through Amazon.com and CA. Pick it up. Let me know what you think of it. I'd really enjoy that. Also, if you need any information, down below in my bio is the link to do so. Thanks.